following in her father's footsteps after her dad served as mayor of a small town in Georgia for 12 years and decided to not run for re-election. At the age of 20, Brooke Huckaby decided to run for his seat as mayor of the city of Arabi and won. That makes her the youngest female mayor ever elected in the U.S. Arabi, Georgia Mayor Brooke Huckaby and her father, former Mayor Craig Huckaby, join us now. So I love this story because my dad worked on Capitol Hill in politics, and so I also followed in his footsteps. So this story, it means something to me. I love it. Brooke, you're 21 years old. You could be out partying. You could be out doing all these different things. Yet, you decided to run for mayor. Why'd you make that decision?
Well, it's just really concerning to me how people my age aren't involved in our economy or politics or any real thing going on in the world. And I wanted to be the one to be able to kind of make that change and take that step forward where other people aren't.
Well, Craig, what I think is hilarious about this is she didn't even tell you at first that she was going to run. So that surprised you. When you found out, what advice did you give her?
Well, let me explain the way that happened. It was on a Tuesday, I think she signed up, and it was Thursday before I found out from my secretary at City Hall. I thought I had maybe talked her out of running, but anyway, I was a little bit shocked, and but I'm glad, and she's a smart girl, and she'll do well.
Well, Brooke, why did you decide to not initially tell him?
I really don't. I don't know if I was kind of more or less scared he was going to try to get me to back out, or just kind of the element of surprise of the whole thing. I think I wanted it to kind of be able to sneak up on him.
Craig, what do you think? What makes a good leader in your estimation? What did you learn from your time in office?
Well, I think it takes somebody to step up to the plate to see the needs that are going on in our community and be willing to take a little heat and make some changes,
Brooke, what do you hope to accomplish?
My goal is to just really get the community to start investing in themselves. I mean, we've got such a good area that we're in, Cordele and Arabi being, the two cities in Chris County. And I think it's just more or less time for Arabi to kind of focus on our future and not necessarily have to rely on, the county to be our backbone.
Craig, do you think more young people should step into the plate like your daughter decided to do?
Oh, yeah. I think about us older folks. These younger people's going to be here a lot longer than we are. So, the laws and the rules that are being made today, they're going to have to live with. And, I think it's definitely important that we see younger people getting involved in politics.
Brooke,
making the right decision.
Brooke, do you hope more young people step up to the plate?
I really do. And not just because, we have a new outlook on things, and it's really time we start caring about the world that we're kind of making for our children and their future. And right now, I don't think too many people are worried about that.
And real quick, what did you learn from your dad, Brooke, when you saw him in office?
Well, it's not really what I learned from my dad necessarily just in office, but it's what I've learned from him my entire life. And that's just, don't do anything behind the scenes that you wouldn't do in front of everybody else, and just kind of keep your name good, because that's the best thing you're ever going to have.
I think that is sound advice from both the mayors. Thank you so much for joining the show this morning. I love your story. Good luck to you. We're looking forward to seeing what you have to do.